What is happening, y'all? Welcome back to a broken world. The kind of world where we need to witness Wedge and his kitties getting crushed to death. It's not a good world. It's a sad world. So, anyway, to discuss the whole ancient thing, they start talking. I'll pause it.
Anybody out there?
But basically, there are a race known as ancients, and they're basically just like humans were descended from ancients. They're like more in tune with the earth and whatnot, and they're basically extinct these days. They used to be like nomadic. So anyway, Aerith, her mother was supposed to be like the last surviving ancient, which I don't know if they still did that this time because her mother seems way more chillax this time around, but maybe, which would also explain why, their house is like a house with flowers everywhere and well put together and not scrap heap. But anyway, the ancients have special powers and shit, and so Shinra monitors Aerith because she's an ancient. And that's right. I think the mother she lives with is an adoptive mother. Now that I think about it, because her actual mother looked just like her. But anyway, point is she's special and like in tune with the earth and magical powers and shit. And obviously Shinra's looking to capitalize on whatever they can. So I'll leave it at that. There's more to it, but that's the kind of spoilery free spoiler. If that makes sense. So anyway.
Marlene. Marlene. Marlene! Marlene! Biggs! Wedge! Jesse! God damn it! God damn you! God damn you all! Marlene. Marlene.
It was us. We did this.
No, we didn't, Tifa. Shinra dropped the plate.
No. You can't think like that. Whatever came before it was Shinra that pulled the trigger today. Am I right?
Yeah.
Hold on to this anger, okay?
Barrett. Marlene's fine.
Huh?
Aerith found her.
Aerith. Is that the girl they took?
Yeah. That's her.
What the hell's going on?
I asked Aerith to find Marlene and take her somewhere safe.
And she did? You sure? Hey, where you going?
What is oh, I can't pause right now. I was gonna say, what do I have in clouds? Because I have 2 greens and a blue, and I used to have a purple in his thing. Let's try to move these so they were next to each other, I think. Let me put fire. No, Barrett has fire. Whatever. I'm putting fire on cloud. Barrett has lightning, wind, ice. Could start leveling up a second one, but I'm lazy. Don't put it on. And let me swap this out just to level up something else. Ineffective against powerful enemies. No point in using that. I think a second heal leveled up would be. Oh no, revival. No, Tifa's asked for revival. Cloud will have you take revival, and then we'll have Tifa take barrier, I guess. I like deadly dodge. I mean, breach is good to have. Shit. If Barrett had one more slot, I could do it. Fuck ATB boost. Alright. How could this happen? Because Shinra dropped the plate, you dumbass. I don't know why I'm worried with Materia. I have a feeling we're not going to have any fights for a hot minute. I would bet this entire episode is probably going to be dialogue.
I said, where you going?
Aerith's house. It's in the Sector 5 slums.
And that's where Marlene is?
Where we hope she is.
Tell me she is. Give me something to hang on to. Even if she's not, I won't blame you for it, I swear. Who am I kidding? I'd probably try to tear your head off.
I mean, we saw her get captured.
Hey, Tifa. Know anything about ancients?
I know I've heard of them at least.
They come up in planetology books. Meant to be the original stewards of the planet.
Oh, well, there you go. See, we're getting our
commune with it, talk to it and stuff.
explanation of the ancients.
That must be why the Turks wanted her so badly.
Within my veins flows the blood of ancients. This planet is my birthright. You have failed again, I see. But through suffering, you will grow strong. Isn't that what you want?
Cloud?
It's nothing. Let's go.
hole in the sky.
Damn, how much you had to drink, son? I heard it wasn't.
We ain't missing no plate, bro. Look up. You can see it's
Over
gone.
there.
What the hell are they doing here?
Their jobs, probably. Just focus on seeing Marlene again. Nothing else.
Well, before that, I am going to focus on trying to check these alleys for loot and see if I can finally get the stuff from before. If it wasn't nighttime that makes people, or a daytime that makes them leave, maybe a plate dropping will get them out of here. And yes, it did. All right, so there's 3 loots I got to get. Got this one. Moogle metal, I can always use that. Right, next one was, it's there and there. So I just want to leave this and go straight. China, I honestly don't remember what happens with Marlene. I don't think they kill her. Because killing children, oh fuck. Well, at least I can get one of the things.
Found them? We're searching the compound as we speak, sir.
We have ways to dig them out safely.
Well, this is a fine mess.
How bad is it here?
Compared to Sector 7, we're doing fine. But that's hardly an accomplishment.
Is it true that Sector 7's pretty much destroyed?
Yeah, bro, look
You
up.
guys run into Jesse at the pillar?
Yeah, Biggs too. They were both in pretty bad shape. But Wedge wasn't up there with them. He got out.
All right.
Come on now. There's no need to be afraid. We're all scared.
I've been thinking, y'all. We gotta go find the others.
Huh?
If we don't look for them, who will?
I wonder if we're gonna get Kate Sith introduced.
Gonna need your help with it too.
Right.
Because with Aerith captured, they might introduce Kate Sith early. Because Kate Sith was like baller tier magic. So I wonder if they'll introduce him now, since they've removed our primary magic user from the party. That'd be badass. I doubt, I mean, there's a lot of other characters, but Yuffie, Vincent, Red 13, I feel like they're going to be a disc 2 type thing, just because, you know, their stories don't come anywhere near the Midgar story.
My ears are still ringing.
Kate Sith doesn't either, but we did just see him pop up in a cutscene. I'm really curious to see how they do him, because he was
This is
goofy as hell in
Sector
the
5,
original.
right? So where's this place you said Marlene is?
Where I think she is. It's a house on the other side of town.
Well, come on then. Pick up the pace.
I'm going as fast as you are.
Or would they have taken her to Leaf House, maybe?
There was this rumbling, and then
Oh, not Leaf House. I guess they took her all the way to Aerith's. Or Shinra's keeping her as a hostage. Because they would do some shit like that.
That's the house.
Marlene! Marlene! Where's Marlene? Is she here?
Barrett!
Sorry, I'm buried. Marlene's my little girl. Marlene, she's got short hair. She's cute as a button, with the heart of an angel. She was wearing, pink. She was wearing a
She's
pink dress
sleeping
today.
upstairs.
Oh,
I said she's sleeping.
I want to see her too. Come on, let's go look in on her.
I was about to be like, yeah, sorry
Keep it
about
down.
your daughter.
Don't wake her.
I'm
Maybe
I'm
you
sorry.
should join your friend upstairs.
Yeah, it's definitely the adoptive mom. It ain't the ancient mother.
Marlene, my baby. Thank God.
Shh. Shinra has my daughter now.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm the one who asked her to go get Marlene. We'd only just met, but she was so kind and helpful. I took advantage of her.
It's not your fault. It was only a matter of time before she ended up back there.
Because she's an ancient. That it?
So she told you about that.
Shinra did it.
She must trust you all a great deal. Yes, Aerith is an ancient. Probably the last one living. She's not my daughter. Not by blood, I mean. If that's what you were wondering. About 15 years ago. My husband, he'd been shipped off to fight on the front lines. But then I received a letter saying he'd be home for a bit. So when the day came, I went to the station to meet him. But he didn't come. I couldn't help fearing the worst, even then. But I told myself his leave must have been postponed, that he'd been delayed. Every day I went, to wait and to pray. And that's how I met her and her mother. I thought maybe they'd run away from Wall Market, or that they were topsiders fallen on hard times. I'd seen that sort of thing a lot. Take Aerith somewhere safe. Those were her mother's dying words. My husband had been away for so long, and I was lonely. So I convinced myself the safest place for the girl was with me. It took no time at all for her to start feeling like family. She was a real chatterbox. She told me strange stories. Like how she and her mother had escaped from some sort of facility. And how she wasn't sad because her mother had just returned to their planet.
Their planet, huh? Yeah, that sounds about right.
I didn't understand any of it at the time. When I asked if she meant one in the sky, she said no. This one, right here. I mean, what can you say to that?
Mommy, don't be sad.
That's what she said to me one day, out of the blue. So I asked her, what's wrong?
A man you really, really loved just died. His heart came a long way to say goodbye. But he couldn't stay because he had to return to the planet.
I didn't believe her, of course. And then, a few days later, I received a letter saying my husband had been killed in action. things like that. She'd just know. It was a lot to deal with, but we were happy. And then came the knock.
Coming! No! Go away!
Aerith, you know you're not just any little girl. You're a descendant of the Ancients.
I had no idea what he meant, so I said, "Who are the Ancients?"
They were the original stewards of the planet, whose boundless knowledge and wisdom shall guide us to the Promised Land. Some believe the Promised Land to be a myth, others an allegory of sorts. But we take the words of the scriptures at face value and believe it to be quite
Surprised he
real.
was willing to explain all that.
Which is why Shinra would like very much for Aerith to help us.
You're wrong! I'm not an ancient!
But Aerith, even when you're all alone, don't you hear voices whispering secrets?
No, never!
But all three of us knew that wasn't true. That man knew exactly who Aerith was, where she'd come from, and what she could do.
They knew where she was, but they didn't just take her? Doesn't sound like the Turks I know.
She had to come willingly, otherwise it wouldn't work, they said. That's why, even if they did take her away, I'm sure she's still being treated like a guest. And that they'll send her straight back home once they get what they need.
I doubt it.
You're not planning anything, are you? Don't make things worse than they already are. If I lost her too, I don't know if I could ever. Just don't.
Cloud, maybe she's right about this. Maybe they'll let Aerith go when it's all over.
Yeah, nah, fuck that.
Maybe we'd be better off waiting a little while.
Let's head back to Sector 7. Got things to take care of. Like checking up on the bar.
Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Maybe people survived this time. I'm gonna assume everybody's dead. That's what they did in the original. But
The main entrance to Sector 7 is buried under rubble now.
those,
So how are we supposed to get back inside?
Underground passage in the park.
Good plan.
But how do we get to the park?
I know another way to get there. Aerith showed me before.
This ancient girl knows her stuff. Didn't mean anything by it.
does kill me a little bit to know that they murdered Wedge with all of his kitties still, but it definitely made things a lot easier, though. I didn't even have to bother explaining the ancients. I could have just played through the episode. The game would have taken care of it for me. It also worked out that it was a cutscene-heavy episode, because I managed to use the time to eat some lunch. Some taco soup, which is actually closer to a chili.
My
It's
ears
like,
are still ringing from it.
Black beans, green beans,
This kind of thing isn't supposed
ground meat, cheese, sour cream, some good shit. It's like if you just took a taco, basically, crushed it up into a bowl, except more watery. I don't
Over
know.
there.
You can Google this shit. Oh, do I gotta do the... No, that's right. I opened a shortcut, didn't I? I shouldn't have to do the hand thing again.
All right, let's keep moving.
Well, Since we got to go back through all of this and probably, well, actually, no, the ladder should be down. But either way, now seems like a good time to wrap up. So we're going to close on out here for now. Of course, we'll have more coming your way later. So thanks for coming on by, and I'll catch y'all soon enough as we continue on.